Have you made your decision?
About the name?
About cocktails and kimonos.
You want them to envision us drinking cocktails in kimonos?
Yeah. All right, kick it off.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
We were supposed to do the first podcast a couple weeks ago, but we had to postpone it.
Why is that?
Do you want to tell everyone why?
I mean,
what happened? You weren't feeling so good.
Nah, I wasn't feeling too hot. It started off as maybe a bubble in my stomach and turned into 5 days of constipation.
What do you mean though?
I literally didn't take a shit for 5 days.
What do you think was
I mean,
the cause of it?
It could have been the pizza that I ate.
You ate pizza that had sat out overnight.
Why do I tell you anything?
It's a real bad move.
You legit make a fool of me. I actually ended up going to the emergency room for this situation after missing a few days of work. It was midnight. I had cold sweats. I literally thought I was gonna die, partially because I'm a lunatic, but also I went there and they took an X-ray and there was no shit in my body. So I'm just assuming my body absorbed the shit, and my liver.
Pretty sure that's not how it works.
My liver ate shit. That's what happened.
That's weird because you are a little more tan right now.
That's the jaundice.
The liver just absorbed the shit. Now it's coming out of your skin.
Idiot. Let's talk about something else.
That's part of the reason why you look like a chocolate snowman.
What does that mean?
Well, you're fat like a snowman.
Is that...
You have a cherubic face. For those of you who don't know what we look like, let's just do a quick rundown so you know who you're listening to.
Okay.
So I'm the Big D, about 5'10", probably about 160, ripped. Legit, like real ripped. No abs, but like dope looking haircut, face, little pointy nose.
Legit ripped.
Retep, what are you, 5'11", 250?
I'm about 5'11" and 3/4 inches tall, officially.
40 pounds over.
Weight?
Yeah.
Did you look up the BMI on your MacBook over there?
No, but I'm guessing you have 40 pounds that you could afford.
Pure grizzle, pure muscle.
No, don't brag. Don't brag about looks, because that'll discount everything else. So yeah, Retep, very unkempt, chin beard.
Cheered.
Really crummy haircut.
It's
truthfully,
really.
Do you get your haircut at a
No,
barber?
I go to Supercuts and pay like $8.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Sometimes I treat myself to a shampoo.
At home, well, about once a week. It looks like.
No shampoo at home. Only when I get my hair cut every 3 months.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Retep has one feature that what do you call that thing?
Technically, I believe it would be called a dead tooth. However, I believe that it's only partially dead.
Okay. Well, it looks like a raisin in a sea of pearls.
Why does every compliment with you have to be backhanded? I mean, in a sea of pearls, you don't even mean that. You're just...
No, I was just trying to think of, it just looks like a little crummy raisin.
You're just trying to make me...
Surrounded by white teeth.
A crummy raisin.
I'm surprised you haven't... How long have we been talking about getting that thing fixed?
It's been... I mean, this happened my senior year of college. This happened.
You woke up and the tooth that died?
No, I never told you the story, the actual story.
Do you have a funeral for the dead tooth?
No, I mean, it happened over the course of the years that the tooth actually died and turned discolored brown, blackish color.
Overnight or no?
No, let me tell you the story about what happened. So, Halloween in college, I went to Western Illinois. Yeah, that's right.
Stupid school.
At least I'm paying
1/4
of what you'll pay, but
I already paid all mine off, so
we'll talk about that later.
Successful.
Anyways, so it was Halloween, and we had a keg party at my house, and the keg was empty, and I was hammered. It was about 3 a.m, and I just remember vaguely having it over my head and going to throw it down a flight of stairs, like an empty keg, and I tripped and I fell, and my tooth hit the rim of the keg. And the only thing I remember really clearly about it was that there was this distinct bing noise, and my tooth really hurt from then on. I should have gotten it fixed, but I'm really just a fat, lazy guy.
What are they saying it's going to cost to get that thing taken care of?
Couple G's. 2.
It's the best $2,000 you'll ever spend.
Really?
I mean,
I should spend it on a lap band.
Sell your car. if you have to do. It's brutal to look at.
You know
it's
what?
no, but I'm just saying,
Listen.
it's people notice it right away when you talk
No,
to them.
I mean,
it's the first thing anyone sees. Prune tooth.
When I start talking about and by the way, I never really paid too much attention to it until you started really just harping on me over the past couple months, and now I'm really self-conscious about it. And
you should be.
People, they're like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "I'm looking at my tooth." That's why I'm in the bathroom for a long time, because I really look at it a lot. And I examine the crevices.
You should.
And people are like, "I never noticed it." And so I think you're full of shit. I think Big D's full of shit here.
A lot of people go out of their way to be polite in life, and it's not just about your tooth. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
then what's wrong with
no,
you?
no, you look great. What's wrong with me?
I mean, you're not polite. You're.
Well, why should I be polite? What's the point? Last night, you know what happened?
I don't give a shit.
What?
A giant asteroid passed dangerously close to the Earth.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Scared?
No, I missed, right?
No, but scared of asteroids in general.
I try not to think about it. I'm more scared of like aliens and government.
No, I know, but if you actually let yourself think about asteroids, it's insane, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's comparable to what they were going through in the 50s with the Cold War and all that shit.
An asteroid hitting the Earth, it wiped out dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were dominating. They were like 34 feet tall.
You don't know that.
They were real tall.
Were you alive back then?
They had advanced language.
Alien dinosaurs. And then they got wiped out.
By the way, Cocktails and Kimonos is the name of the podcast. Picture this. It's two buddies on a Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Popping their clothes off. Just popping it off.
Just taking them off.
Stripping them off. It
Just
doesn't matter
right
if they're
to the ground.
It does not matter if they're in the same room. They pop off their clothes. And they slip into a silken Chinese-style robe. Pour each other a couple drinks. And sit down and do a podcast. That's what we did tonight.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Did you hear about this story from Philadelphia?
No, let's hear it.
A police officer in Philly is suing a restaurant called Good Foods to Go. First of all, if you have to put the word good food in your sign, it's not good food.
No, it's bad food. Very bad food.
The chef, Ryan Burke, stuffed a fistful of pubic hair.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Into the cop's turkey, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. Did it in retaliation for a traffic ticket that he remembered that the cop had given him 3 years ago, which cost him $4,000 in fines.
Well, I want to know what's going through this guy's head, man. I mean, he must have just been seeing red in rage to
be so mad to slam your hand down your own pants.
The fistful of hair.
I wonder if he pulled it out from his balls or from the above part.
No, I mean, who would do? You got to be fucking sadistic or something.
Well, clearly he was in a rage.
No, clearly he's got an IQ of under 70.
But can you imagine 3 years? He remembers the cop's face. The guy orders it, and he's like, "Fuck, what do I do? What do I do? Ooh, I got an idea."
He just went way over the top.
Dude, I mean, spit in it, even pee on it.
Yeah,
the guy's never going to notice.
I mean,
a mouthful of hair, you're caught.
Just dip your balls in it. It doesn't even matter. The guy's clearly never seen the movie Waiting. There's like 100 ways to taint food.
But like a fucking fistful of hair, the guy's going to know immediately.
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
So this fuck Adam Levine,
lead singer of Maroon 5.
It's about to be Maroon 4 because Adam Levine going bye-bye. He's dating a supermodel.
Of course he is.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
The fucking cunt.
I bet she's the most miserable glum cunt. Thank you, Mel Gibson. That is alive.
Oh no, just a Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna kill myself. So I clicked on the article at a Victoria's Secret show. He's wearing pointy, shiny black boots, black jeans, and a ludicrous see-through tank top.
Okay, all right, stop. I'm gagging in my mouth.
Walking down the runway with his Russian supermodel girlfriend, Anne Vyaletsina.
So, I mean, he basically looks like Lord of the Hipsters, is what you're saying, and with Lord. A little emo.
He is really barking up the wrong tree.
I mean, he's not happy. Look at him. Does he look happy in the picture?
I'm guessing he's thrilled.
No,
He's
not.
32 and he's loaded, and he is a Russian supermodel.
Winning.
You cannot watch television right now without seeing. You can't watch TV for 15 minutes on any channel without seeing a McRib ad.
It's funny because I watch very little TV, but I think I was actually over here at your place the other day, and you have that enormous TV that's like bigger than my room.
Success.
And I've never seen a bigger McRib in my life. I mean, it was bigger than me.
People are fucking insane for this McRib, though.
I know, dude. It's crazy. It's funny because I mentioned the McRib before it came out. I mean, there's something going on in the world collectively as a species. We can feel when the McRib is about to present itself.
It's the biggest news in the country right now is the McRib being back. Last time the McRib surfaced, we had a large production assistant who was working in the office, female.
Oh, a large female?
And
it's my favorite kind.
she got a text, legit got a text, and started going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
No.
And we're like, "Oh, what's
shut
wrong?"
up. Really?
Swear to God. And she had found out that the McRib was back, and she literally ran out of the office and then came back like an hour later.
Oh, just covered in rib sauce.
I wish she was covered in sauce.
She had at least a little. Probably.
I would think she was fat. She was probably about 5'3", 200. I would think that
Jesus.
Yeah, nifty.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, she wasn't fat in the way that I call a lot of people fat. She was obese.
she was legit fat.
She was obese. If you're an obese, okay, say you're obese.
I am, yes.
And you're
according to We Fit.
You're crazy for the McRib. You're a loon for the McRib. You are such a known McRib fanatic that people texted you as soon as they saw the commercial. You're an obese, I'd say 24-year-old woman, and you're going to go get some McRib, no one to judge you, probably eat it in your car. How many do you think she took down?
At the first ones available of the season, I'm saying at least 4, maybe 5.
I think 4.
I'm saying 4. I would say 4.
I think 4. My guess is 3. She started to feel sated and probably a little bit sick, but wanted like 2 more bites. And you know what I think? I think it's the onion. I think it's the onion that makes people love it.
Do you think so?
Have you ever seen McDonald's advertise something? It looks like they just put a whole white onion on top of it.
The onions are very prominent in
They're giant chunks of onion.
Yeah, but I'm thinking she probably bought 5 because she's like me when I go to Taco Bell and I buy 10 pounds of food.
Oh, it's so shameful.
Dealing with fools and trolls.
So, dude, I'm a little bit nervous because I've been giving my girlfriend short text responses today because I've been busy at work.
All right.
And then I text her a sweet, loving one at the end of the night, and she didn't text me back.
What it say? How short? Would she like send you like a 3-part text and you would just say K?
Not K, but it would be like, ugh, super busy.
Were you busy at the time, or were you just not in the mood?
I said, indeed, my sweet. Finally out of work, gonna go to Big D's house and have a drink. Moi! Exclamation point. I love you.
Wait, what was her text that caused an indeed? What was indeed in response to?
The indeed was in response to, I said I was happy about the 2-week break coming up from work, and then she said, yes, and you get to see your wonderful GF. And then I said it, and
then you said, indeed, my sweet.
Yeah.
What are you, like Gargamel, trying to lure a Smurf? Who says my sweet?
Well, nice people via text message. That's how people talk. Text messages are dangerous,
that's
man.
how
They
people
can be
talked before phones were invented.
No, listen to me. Text messages are very dangerous territory because things can be misinterpreted. So you have to be super, super positive and nice, or else a really normal text can go terribly awry for your relationship.
Love to hear you say that, because I have instituted across all relationships that I've had no texting policy. I don't text with girlfriends because you can't hear tone of voice in a text, and so it constantly is a cause of fights because stuff that's meant to be nice or sweet often comes across as sarcastic.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with text. let's say you're having a shitty time at work. Something bad's going on. You're in the weeds with whatever you're doing, right?
Right.
Text message pops up. You have no control over the conversation. You are getting barraged with stuff at a bad time. Whereas if the phone rings and you're in the weeds, you can just ignore it and call them back when you're in a better mood. But if they send you something and it hits you at the wrong time, you'll misinterpret it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fire back, fuck you. And she's like, all I said was, how's your day going?
I think everybody in the entire world can relate to that. Everybody, it's happened to everybody. I guarantee it.
You know what I'm not excited about that's coming up?
What's that?
Thanksgiving dinner. It's the most boring meal that you eat all year. It's not. If Thanksgiving meal, if the traditional Thanksgiving meal was awesome, you wouldn't just eat it once. You would once a month. You would get a hankering for some turkey and cranberry fixin'.
You gotta deprive yourself. You can't just always give in to what you want, or else nothing will be special.
That's what I'm saying. There's never a time where I want it,
Not-
or you. There's never a time where you want it.
I want it every day. I would eat turkey with gravy, mashed potatoes, little stuffing.
No. Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
We've invented new shit since the fucking Pilgrims and the Indians broke bread.
Like what? What's better?
Well, I don't know. Domino's.
Dude, Domino's is just cheap and it's easy. That's the only
1,000 times better. I would every day of the week take a DiGiorno over that Thanksgiving shit.
You're mental. It's nonsense what you're saying. Domino's pizza pales in comparison to a home-cooked Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay, let me run through this shit. Turkey, dry. Always dry. So you know what we do?
It's tough to cook a good bird. That's for sure.
So let's slather it in brown gravy sauce.
Delicious for us fatties out there.
So
Just
already
because you weigh 40 pounds, but just trust me when I'm a bigger guy. I eat. I like food. You don't.
I'm an eater.
I mean,
I love it.
You literally
I'll
had a
binge.
protein shake for dinner.
Because I'm preparing for a huge dinner tomorrow night. But so the turkey's dry.
Yeah, the turkey.
Mashed potatoes.
Dude,
okay.
Come on.
It's a 5. Cranberry sauce.
All right, I give you. Yeah, that's a -5 on the flavor scale.
So a 1, right? A 1 or a 0?
It's the worst.
Okay. So 1 or a 0. All right.
I mean, the texture it's disgusting.
Let me throw it. It's gross. I mean, the canned stuff is almost better than the homemade.
When you look at it in the can, you're like, is this a natural what is this?
It's not good. So
it looks horrible.
Now here's the best thing. This is the only redeeming thing on Thanksgiving is what we called stuffing. In my house, you probably call it the dressing in your fat Midwestern house.
Okay.
Best thing, right?
Oh, I mean, I know what both are, and yeah.
I would say that stuffing, a well-made stuffing, 7 or 8. Problem is it's often soggy.
Or dry. I mean, you can get
True.
a dry stuffing. I mean, if your turkey, like sometimes the stuffing sucks all the moisture out of the turkey, but they're both dry in the end because it's overcooked. You're right, dude. Sometimes it could be a disaster with Thanksgiving dinner.
It's brutal with the bird. This is from the Progressive.com inbox. Go to Progressive.com for a quote on car insurance. From the Progressive.com inbox, Andrew writes in. This is actually for a tip. He wants to know which quality is a bigger turnoff. A girl who has bad breath or BO.
The bad breath is really, really horrendous and disgusting because when you're kissing,
not close.
No, yeah,
It's not even close.
When you're kissing somebody with bad breath, you want to vomit in their mouth, and so it smells
Improve
better.
their breath.
Yeah. So
Now, bad breath is vile. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's unforgivable.
And the other thing is too, when BO is remedied, you can remedy that by just taking a shower regularly and deodorizing. Bad breath, I mean, there's a disease called halitosis.
Yeah, it's bacteria in your gut, right?
Well, it's in your tongue and shit. I think it's on your tongue. But I mean, if she's got halitosis, get rid of her, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew, I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like you wrote in because your girlfriend has both, and you're trying to decide which one to tackle first.
Tackle the bad breath.
Hi, babe. So, yeah, I just thought for Christmas you might enjoy a case of deodorant and tongue scrapers. I don't know.
Tongue scrapers.
From the Geico fax machine, got a question. What's the worst way to die? Drowning or being burned alive? Go.
Burned alive, obviously. I mean, drowning is peaceful, quite peaceful, I've heard.
From who? From the people at the bottom of the ocean? They're the ones who told you?
Scientists.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Bunk beds. Yes or no?
Yes. Resounding.
Even more resounding no. Why take that risk?
Well, are you on the top?
Trust me, I'm not on the top of a bunk bed, ever.
Why not?
Here's the thing.
What's the thing? You're an idiot. I've already lost interest.
It's been 25 years since I fell out of the bed.
Did you actually fall?
I'm sure when I was like 5, I remember rolling out of bed at one point.
Legit, swear to God, my brother pushed me off a top bunk and I broke my wrist when I was like 8.
Okay, but I believe that. We'll circle back to your dysfunctional relationship with your brother.
All right.
It's been 25 years since I've
Trying to
fallen
keep it
out of bed.
interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
Yet still would be mortified to sleep in a top bunk.
Well, I mean, you're afraid of flying, you lunatic. You have more of a chance of getting in a car accident than you do flying. You have irrational fears, and you're impulsive and a lunatic.
So you would be happy to just sleep in a top bunk?
Absolutely.
Now, where does it stop? What's the height limit? How about a triple bunk? I got a mattress up on the roof.
What, am I living with fucking the Three Stooges? I mean, a triple bunk? Does that even exist?
Listen, here's what I'm going to do for you. I popped a cot up on the roof of the apartment building, right next to the edge. Why don't you go take a nap?
Yo, listen, that's...
Where does it end with you?
I mean,
you want to sleep on the wing
I'll tell
of
you
the
where,
plane?
Let me tell you where it ends. Where it ends, Big D. It ends with the second bunk. Before the triple bunk. All right, that's where it ends.
But it seems like you are, you're the fearless sleeper. you accost me. So I'm saying, how many bunks? How high will you go?
I mean, if you were to challenge me and I was to take some sort of monetary compensation for it, I could go as maybe 5, 6 bunks.
Okay, here's the thing. Second bunk is enough to kill you if you roll off. Broken neck.
Somebody's watched
smashed
a little
on
too much
nightstand.
Step Brothers. Sorry.
No, take a deep breath. But thank you for listening to Cocktails and Kimonos.
Cocktails and kimonos.
It's just a couple of straight buddies hanging out in kimonos, having a cocktail.
Candlelight something.
Or 3. No, there's no candles. But again, thank you very much. And, we just want to say thank you from us and from our sponsors, Geico, Progressive.com, as well as Baskin Robbins and Togo's Restaurants, TGI Fridays, Applebee's, and Bud Light Lime. Bud Light Lime.
Bud Light Lime.
So all of those are our real sponsors. This is a real podcast, not a fake one. Mm-hmm. Not just two losers.
Real.
Yeah. Not just two losers hanging out. These are two talented, hilarious radio personalities. We've chosen not to go the radio route anymore. We both used to work in radio for a long time. I was in the LA market as well as New York City. Ratep was in Sheboygan. And, we both quit, wanted to do podcasts, and we found each other. And so here's to you, folks.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.